great at the world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest?
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Ready, set. Match box, right.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready. Up, three.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Malik Harrison on the tackle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. His first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The Seahawks had 7-4 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On second down now, Carrington.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. This defense for the Packers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The slot man in motion right. On second down, Carrington. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That good for 19 and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements of that go into making a big play. This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. Carrington. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a 5-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And Lance's throw there taken in by Smith. Touchdown, Packers! I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field, but to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now Lawrence. He gets this to Thornton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Dillon now off the option. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Pilot, 64. Hey, let's go.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Rashawn Gary, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. They'll roll him out right. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Lance. He's got a man. Complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Here's Pollard again. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ready, set.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw, it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
Strike.
Gets it to Hardman. A jet sweep. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Lance to throw it. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And Lance now to throw. It's caught. Smith. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. He's got the first down and more. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Lance. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And it's a Packers touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And cycle.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And that's going to be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Out left and complete to Thornton. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
On the set.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. On play action, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then against with the Eagles.
Touchdown, Packers. A great play there with his first. NFL touchdown. And the Packers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 63 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence got his man. It's Thornton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there. Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, Orbit!
On 1st down, Carrington. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now a handoff up the middle. Carrington. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You get Thomas. Go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Lance. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Here's Madison running on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Pat Surtain up to make the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. So it's all over.